Well, hello, everyone. Happy World Princess Week. This is an event happening at Disney World celebrating the art of storytelling of Disney princesses. And I'm really excited. This is a festivity that's happening down at Disney World this week. They're celebrating it from the 20th to the 26th. There's different food offerings and things that you can find inside of the parks. But I thought it would be fun tonight, since we are chatting a Disney topic. I thought it would be fun to highlight some Disney princess activities that you can do at Disney World. Of course, Disney princesses are a very popular thing whenever it comes to going to the parks or watching Disney movies or loving Disney characters. And I think it's really fun that there's different activities around Disney World that you can go and experience some of the Disney characters. So I thought it'd be fun to chat that tonight. But if you are here and you usually watch the streams or you're watching on the replay, you might be noticing that we are live a little bit earlier tonight. So I appreciate anybody that is watching here on the live, or if you're watching on the replay and you're our usual viewers, I'm sorry that the stream is earlier. Usually we go live at 7 p.m. Eastern time every Wednesday, but tonight we had to go live a little bit earlier because we have an event that we're helping my sister with tonight. She has a little cookie business, so she's having a little cookie event tonight. So we're going to go and help her out and support her there. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you're on the live, I'm going to go ahead and say hi to everyone. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you for being here, and leave a comment and chat about any of your favorite topics of the stream tonight. So yes, I want to say hi to Kitty Kathy. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you could be here live. And of course, we have our doofs in Disney. Thank you guys for always being here. The support always means so much. So thank you guys for chatting. So like I said, we're going to be talking Disney princesses tonight. Very excited about it. And thank you, Kitty Kathy. I'm glad that you like the tiara. I was like, okay, we're going to go with the princess theme. And I don't have any princess ears, so we're going to have to go with the tiara. So I'll see how long I can keep it on. It's kind of digging into the head, but I think it's fitting. So thank you. I appreciate it. And Grogu Addict, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. All right. So as we're getting into it, like I said, this week is World Princess Week happening down at Disney World. There's a full Disney Parks blog that you can check out if you want to see some details of what exactly is happening in the park and different things that they're doing to celebrate that. But I want to know, as we're getting into it, do you have a favorite Disney princess? My favorite Disney princess is probably Moana or Rapunzel. I really like Rapunzel. She's just so positive, happy, and like adventurous. And I also love Tangled as a movie. So that's probably another reason why I really like Rapunzel. But I also really like Moana. I think it's a really good movie. And I like the storytelling of Moana and all of the things, all the little characters and the little like sidekicks. I love character sidekicks in Disney movies. Like I like Pascal, the little chameleon type guy in Tangled, and I also love Pua and Hey in Moana. So they're so cute. But Kitty Kathy, I agree with you there. Snow White too. She is an OG princess. I love her dress for some reason. Like her dress is like one of my favorites, and I love like her color scheme and everything. So I really love Snow White. I also really like her because of the Seven Dwarves. I think the Seven Dwarves are just so fun. Oh yes, and plus she loves animals and you love animals, and she has dark hair and you have dark hair. I love that. That's perfect. Let's see. And Doofs, you like so many for different reasons, it's hard to choose just one. I agree with that. They're all so different and unique, and I agree with that too. Like I really like Cinderella because I really like the color of her dress, and I also really like Tiana. Like she's like a businesswoman, all that good stuff. The movies are also really good. So yeah, all the princesses are so fun. I really like them. And it's fun that they have stuff at the parks that you can do to kind of experience princesses. So love your guys' favorite Disney princesses. If you're on the replay, let us know in the comments who you like. And let me know too, if you've ever been to Disney World and there's some things that you like to do princess theme there, feel free to put them in the chat. Or if you have any questions or things you want to talk about, of course, as usual, feel free to put it in the chat as well. All right, so we'll go ahead and get into some of the things that you can do at Disney World that involve the Disney princesses. And I just wanted to pull up, since we've been to the parks, I know a lot of the things that you can do princess theme, but it's nice. Disney does have a full like article on their website detailing a lot of princess attractions and things that you can do. So if you for whatever reason, forget during the live stream, or you want to go back and look for your trip, you can just go on the Disney website. I think it's the Disney website. Yeah, the Disney website, and that lists out all of these attractions and experiences and things that we're talking about. So the first thing that I want to chat about is the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. So this is a fun little extra add-on experience that you can do whenever you're at Disney World. They have a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, which is a fun little boutique that you can take your daughters to get a little makeover, and also you can get a little dress as well. There's different packages that you can do. There's some packages that just have like hair and makeup. There's some that come with a full like Disney dress, or princess dress that you can get. They do have a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique at Magic Kingdom, and then they also have one at the Grand Floridian and Disney Springs. The Grand Floridian and Disney Springs ones aren't open yet. The Magic Kingdom one just recently opened, I think earlier this spring. So it's been pretty recent that it is has been reopened. But they have a whole like fairy godmother thing, and all these people that are able to give a makeover, which is really fun. I would like to go and just like check it out sometime. I've never been before, but I've seen a lot of people that have gone to do it. The thing I will say about this is the packages, like I said, there's different ones that you can do. There's one that just has hair and makeup. What's nice is you can purchase a princess dress beforehand and take it for Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. I like this option because you can get far cheaper dresses at like Sam's Club, Target, Amazon. There's a lot of different places that have really good princess dresses that you can take to the park. It's a little bit cheaper. You can already have your child like dressed and ready to go, and it's a cheaper option if you are looking to do this whenever you go to Disney World. So there are a bunch of options that you can choose from. I also like this because I've heard like from what kids say and stuff about the Disney dresses, they're usually around $100, and they can be quite itchy and kind of uncomfortable for your child. So if you want to make sure that they're going to be comfortable in this dress walking around for the rest of the day for pictures or meeting characters, it might be nice trying and sizing on the dresses before your trip so you know that they're going to work out and they're going to be able to wear them and be comfortable throughout the day. So just a little bit of tips as far as Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique goes. It is a mouthful, but it's so fun. And I think it's a really fun option that they have at Disney World. You'll have to let me know if you ever had experience with it or if you would ever consider going. But I think it's just a really fun little thing that you can do at the parks. Let's see. Yes, Kitty Cathy, for Snow White to have her own castle somewhere. I do really like Snow White's castle, actually. Now that you say that, that would be so fun. I wonder where they could put that at. Maybe like in Germany and Epcot or something like that. They should, or if they built a new park or whatever. I think that would be so fun for them to do that. Grogu Attic, you personally like Mulan because the movie was great and they had great characters. I really like Mulan too. I actually really enjoyed her live action movie. I saw that, I can't remember when it was like recent that I've seen the live action one. So Mulan is also a really fun princess. And I think sometimes she gets a little forgotten, but I really like hers. The songs are really good too. I do like those. And let's see, Kitty Cathy, are adults allowed to dress up like the Disney princesses at Mickey's Not So Scary? Yes. So anybody going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party can dress up at the parties, which is really nice. So yeah, you can dress up like the Disney princesses. I've seen a lot of people go and do that. I love when people do like group costumes, like a whole group of Disney princesses. I think is so fun. So yeah, as long as you're going to the party and not during regular park days, you can do that, which is fun. And I know there's like, I would need to look at the list again. I always get confused, like who is an official Disney princess, who isn't, and all of that stuff. So Mulan is not a princess, and I can't exactly remember why. I'll have to look back and see all the things, but I know there's like different like stipulations and things like that. So let's see. And hey, Chloe, nice to meet you. Love the channel. Thank you so much. Also, since you're at Disney World, can you please ask a question? Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. Ask away. Let's see. we'll go ahead and get into the second thing. So another thing that you can do at Disney World that's princess related is, of course, meet the Disney princesses, which is so fun. There's a ton of different places around the Disney World parks where you can meet and greet with Disney princesses. One main one is at Magic Kingdom. They do have the Disney Fairy Tale Princess Hall, or the Disney Princess Hall, and Princess Fairy Tale Hall is what it's called. So they have the Princess Fairy Tale Hall. You can meet Elena of Avalor there, Rapunzel, Cinderella, and Tiana. I think this is a really great place to go and meet Disney princesses. You do have to wait in a little bit of a line, but it's nice you can meet two of them at once. Another great place that I like to go to meet Disney princesses is actually at Epcot. They have a ton of Disney characters that you can meet and greet with at Epcot, but particularly around the World Showcase, they have a lot of Disney princesses. In Germany, you can find Snow White. In France, you can find Belle. And in kind of also in France, you can find Sleeping Beauty, which is really fun. There is another one. I can't remember what other princess they have at Epcot. There's somebody else that I'm trying to remember who it is. At Animal Kingdom, they just recently brought in Moana, which I think Moana is a Disney princess, but like we were talking about earlier with Milan, I can't remember if she's an official Disney princess. I consider her to be one, but so she's a new meet and greet that you can check out at Animal Kingdom. And at just had another one that I was going to talk about, but I can't. Merida is going to be a new meet and greet or not Merida. Oh, I'm thinking of Encanto, Mirabelle, that's coming, but you can meet Merida at Magic Kingdom still too. So there's a lot of different meet and greet places that you can check out the princesses around Disney World. The thing that I like to do for looking for characters is go on the My Disney Experience app. When you click into the map icon on the app, there is a drop-down menu where you can select characters, and it'll show you where all of the different characters in the parks are at. And also it has little timestamps to show you when the characters will be out. So if you're wanting to meet a particular character, you can of course go and check that out and know what time they'll be meeting. So that is just a good thing to know before you go into your trip, especially if you're wanting to meet particular characters or princesses. All right, let's see here. Yes, the thing about, I know, so we met Belle last time we were at Epcot, and Snow White wasn't out. Oh, Jasmine is maybe what I'm thinking of. You can meet Jasmine at Epcot. But yeah, Snow White wasn't out the last time we were at Epcot, and I was really sad because she's one of my favorites too. So yeah, just make sure you're checking the app and seeing who is out and who isn't. And let's see here. Let me read this comment. All right, so we have next week at Disney World, you will be 35, 36 weeks pregnant. Bad timing, but my cousin Caitlin, who is 5, she will be with you for a good chunk of every day. What should you do with her? Let's see. And also, what do you recommend? Pregnant with 5-year-old, what would you do? Good bathroom spots, and swimming to use bathroom, what are best? Good question. So there's a lot of, I would say meet and greets are a really great thing to do if you can't do rides. So you can go and check out a lot of meet and greets. There are some quick lines that you can wait in for these meet and greets. And another thing that I'll say as far as bathrooms go, check on the My Disney Experience app too. On the map feature, there is the drop-down menu that I was talking about. There is a little section where you can click on bathrooms, so you can always know where a bathroom is at. So there's always going to be one near you, which is nice whenever you're at Disney World. A lot of the restaurants have restrooms. In the little quick service restaurants, sometimes they have restrooms. So there's always like restrooms around. There's a lot of parades and shows that you can check out at Disney World, which is nice. At Hollywood Studios, they have like a Frozen show. They have a Beauty and the Beast show. At Magic Kingdom, they have a parade that happens twice a day. So if you're not able to do rides particularly, you could check that out. At Magic Kingdom, they also have the People Mover, which is a very relaxed ride if you wanted to do that. So there's certainly things that you can do. I would probably recommend like shows and meet and greets would be a good thing to do because you can entertain your 5-year-old, but also still have things to do whenever you're in the park. So if anybody else has any thoughts, feel free to put that in the chat. But congrats, and I hope you guys have a great time. I'm excited that you're able to go. Moana is the princess of her tribe. Okay, gotcha. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, and Mirabelle is in Merida's old place, which is what I was getting, like the M's mixed up and the locations mixed up. So yes, thank you, Deuce. Yes, thank you so much for watching. I'm happy to help, and thank you so much for being here. Okay, princess of her tribe. Thank you. Technically all of the Polynesian Isles, which is good to know. Okay. Fiona, yes, I love that. And let me see. Occasionally, Jasmine. I always forget about her. We tried to go meet her last time too, but she wasn't meeting that day. So she's also kind of like hidden. Oh, and Mulan. So I know we said like Mulan's maybe not technically a Disney princess, but you can meet her at Epcot as well. Only place, that's right. Good point, Deuce. I'm glad you brought that up. Only place there is no restroom is in Liberty Square in Magic Kingdom. So if you're around that area, make sure you plan accordingly bathroom-wise. Oh, hi. What ride do you think would be best for an elderly couple, your grandparents? They are bringing you as a third wheel for a date. I love that. I would say, depending on what park you're going to, right off the bat, I'm thinking of Magic Kingdom. There is the Carousel of Progress, which is very chill. I would say also Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin isn't too intense. It's kind of a fun little ride. It also has space for 3 people, so you can all ride together. The People Mover is also super chill. I would also recommend for anybody that is, concerned about riding rides or maybe can't do as intense rides, I'd recommend looking up ride-through videos on YouTube ahead of time to see what the ride looks like, to figure out if it's too intense or not. So make sure you're checking these out. I also think Pirates of the Caribbean and Small World also aren't too intensive rides. So those are some rides that I think off the top of my head, but have an awesome time. I think that'll be so fun. Perfect. Yeah, you'll have to let us know how your time goes and everything. I'm excited. And congrats for sure. Let's see. Oh, yes. Thank you, Kitty Cathy. Like the People Mover and Spaceship Earth is also a really good one at Epcot if you're going there. Very chill ride. And let's see. One more question. At Disney World, buy baby stuff or certain stuff. They do have, if you're asking for, are you asking for like merch for babies? They do have some like different, I think they have like onesies and like little clothes that you can get at Disney World. They also have like home accessories and things like that. So you can check some of the stores if that's what you're asking about. So there's definitely places you can get things there, which is fun. And Disney Springs too. You can do a lot of shopping there. Thank you, Deuce, for this too. Peter Pan is a good one. Winnie the Pooh, Small World, Haunted Mansion, Pirates, People Mover. Oh, the Laugh Floor too is a really good one. I do love the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. I always forget about that one. That was always so fun. Yes, you're having a baby boy. That's so fun. So outfits and stuff are on the top of your list. I think they have, I'm not sure if they have like, I'm not usually on the lookout for like baby stuff, but I'm pretty certain they have like onesies, maybe little toys, and like I said, like home decor type things. I'm not sure if they have some like baby essentials there that you could get, but either way, go to Disney Springs too. They have a ton of merch there too that you could check out. And different stores that aren't necessarily Disney themed or aren't necessarily Disney stores, but have a lot of Disney themes. So like you could go to the Vera Bradley store. They have diaper bags. I'm sure there's other stores that have like kids clothes and things like that. So that would be a good place for you to check out. Yes, no problem. I'm happy to help. Yes, Doofs, thank you for sharing this too. In Epcot, you've got Frozen, the ride, perfect, yes. Oh, Figment, Soarin', Living with the Land, Nemo. I love the Three Caballeros ride. It's one of my favorites. It's just so chill. I love it. Well, now that you're asking about restaurants, I'm going to go ahead and continue into our, let's see, going to get into one other thing that you can do at Disney World as far as princesses go, and then we'll talk about like favorite Disney restaurants too. But another thing you can do at Disney World that is both princess related and maybe not so princess related are character dining meals. I know this is a huge hit at Disney World. People love doing this in the parks where you can actually eat a meal and there's different characters that come out and you can kind of do a little interactive meet and greet with. The character dining is so fun. There are a couple of places that you can do character dining at, especially with princesses at Disney World, but there's also ones that don't have the princesses. So I wanted to just pull up the list here. So one place that you can go is Cinderella's Royal Table. This is inside of the Cinderella Castle at Magic Kingdom. So you can meet, of course, Cinderella. Another place you can go to is, I think it's at Akershaus. I don't know. I can't pronounce it exactly, but it is a royal banquet hall at Epcot. It is right by the Frozen ride, and there are a ton of princesses that you can meet there. So you can meet Tiana, Ariel, Belle. I always forget about Ariel. You can meet Tiana, Ariel, Belle, Snow White, and Aurora. So there are so many princesses you can meet there. They just recently reopened that one as well. So I think it opened sometime early this summer, so you could check that one out. Another place that I really want to go to is Artist Point over at Fort Wilderness, the resort. This is where you can meet Snow White, Dopey, Grumpy, and the Evil Queen. I just think that would be such a fun meal. I don't know exactly how the food tastes. I haven't been to any of these places actually, but I would just love to go to the environment that it's in is really fun and the characters you can meet are so fun. But they also have really fun ones. Like you could go to, as far as what you were asking, where should you go to eat? If you're looking for character dining places, you could go to Chef Mickey's. They have some characters there. Another place that I would really like to go is oh darn it, what is it called? Grill. It's in Epcot, and the name escapes me for some reason. It's not California Grill, but you can meet Chip and Dale and I think Mickey, and the whole restaurant like rotates, which is really cool. Another thing I'll mention with all of these places that I'm talking about, make sure whenever you go that you have a reservation ahead of time. They book up very quickly because these are very popular places to go. So if you're looking for a sit-down restaurant, make sure that you get a reservation ahead of time. So those are some restaurants that I recommend. I also really like if you go to the Doofs and I went here. We went to Sebastian's Bistro at the Caribbean Beach Resort. That was a really fun restaurant to go to. I've heard good things about Topolino's over at the Riviera. There's just a ton of different places that you can go to eat at Disney World. If you can tell me what park you're going to or where you'll be near, I can maybe give some more recommendations, but those are my thoughts on that. Kitty Kathy. Okay. If I had to pick who is your favorite princess, I would have to say my favorite is probably Rapunzel. I love Snow White. I love Moana, but Rapunzel is just so happy, so fun. I don't know. I can relate probably the most to Rapunzel. She's like very outdoorsy and all of those things. And I do really like her dress too. I love her color scheme and her dress and her hair. So, and she's so fun to meet in person too. So she's probably my favorite, I would say. Let's see. And okay, Deuce, yes, thank you for the rest of the lists for Animal Kingdom, the Safari, yes, it can be bumpy, good point. The Bugs Life show and the Avatar boat ride, those are really good chill rides. And at Hollywood Studios, you can do Indiana Jones, it's a show, and also the Frozen sing-along show. And I think you're right, that is about it as far as like chill rides go. So thank you, Deuce, for putting that in there. I do appreciate it. Yes, Safari good, a little bit bumpy. Yes, definitely let us know how your trip goes. I'm excited to hear about it. Princesses. Okay, yes, thank you for the list here. And yes, I forgot at what is it called? Where Be Our Guest, the restaurant. I think you just meet the Beast, right? Can you meet Beauty or Sleep? Can you meet Belle as well? I can't remember. Yes. You can see how I forgot Ariel. She's always under the sea. I love that, Kitty Kathy. Let's let's see. Where should you go to propose? Oh my goodness, I have a perfect spot. If you're going to Magic Kingdom, there is I think I don't remember if I have the short here on my channel, but that is so fun if you're going to for a proposal, that's so fun. But at Magic Kingdom near Cinderella Castle, if you're looking at the castle, right off to the right, there is a little wishing well, which sometimes it's not as busy as it is in front of the castle. I think that would be a perfect proposal spot. It's very chill. You can get photos, have your special moment and everything, but it's also like the castles in the background and everything. So I think that would be a perfect place. But let me know if that happens. That is so fun. Yes, Kitty Cathy, it's Garden Grill. Thank you. Garden Grill is the one that I was talking about in Epcot. So thank you. The name totally escaped me. Oh, been together for 10 years. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Doofs. Okay, so I did see you message about, let me see. So the full list. Oh, okay. Thank you, Deuce. I remember you did share this with me before. So if you're wanting to do character dining, Deuce just shared this with us. So thank you very much. This is a list of all of the restaurants that have, let's let it focus. These are all, maybe. This is a list of all, oh, I wish it would focus. Maybe I'll have to post a picture afterwards. I don't think it's going to do it. Maybe. Is it coming? Maybe. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to post the picture or something. Or you can look online. Type in 2023 Walt Disney World character dining and an image might pop up of it. But it lists out all the different characters and the different restaurants that you can meet or that have character dining. So thank you, Deuce, for sending that. I appreciate it. Yeah, Cinderella Castle, perfect place for a proposal. And Doofs, contact Disney customer service and they may help you out with it, which I think is a perfect idea. See you, Grogu Addict. Thank you for being here. And Doofs ate at both Garden Grill and Topolino's Terrace this past trip. Yummy. Okay, I'm going to have to try out one of them because I think that they seem so fun. And I have been wanting to especially try out Topolino's, but Garden Grill just looks so fun. And the food looked really good when Janelle went the one time. So I'll have to check that out sometime. All right, we'll continue along. I've loved the chatting tonight. Thank you guys for being here and for helping out and everything as usual with tips and everything when we have questions in the chat. I appreciate it. Another thing, Disney Princess theme that you can do, of course, is do some shopping. All the stores usually have Disney Princess merch. They've got magic bands, shirts, ears. They started doing a lot of Disney Princess themed ears for specific Disney princesses. We're going to have to get a pair ourselves because I don't have a pair. But there's a lot of different things that you can do shopping at Disney World. Like I said, they do have the princess dresses in the parks and at Disney Springs. But if you're wanting to, get some cheaper merch ahead of time, you can, of course, get that before your trip and kind of bring it with you. Disney Parks blog did recently just release a blog of all of these different Disney princess collabs that they've done with different companies for Princess Week, but also just throughout the year. So you could check out that blog. I think they may have even posted it on their story today. So if you want to go see, they had like phone cases, different mugs, and fun things like that. So of course you can do a lot of shopping, which is very fun at Disney World. And we love our shopping for sure. So Kitty Cathy, I have heard that I have not been, but I will tell you what I have heard. Janelle, our friend from Disney Parks with Love, she has been to Cinderella's royal table before. If anybody else has any experience, feel free to put it in the chat. I have heard that the experience wasn't as great. She said that it was very rushed and not as enjoyable as other meals have been at Disney World. I don't know that the food was anything to like write home about. It didn't sound like, and I don't think that Cinderella was really out as long as they were hoping or as long as they had thought she would be. So I would like to eat at Cinderella's royal table, especially during the fireworks. I think it would be so cool, but I would kind of go into it with the thought or the idea that maybe the food wouldn't be as good as other places. But it would just be kind of for the experience. So Good question. That's personally what I've heard. I haven't checked it out personally, but if we ever do, we'll let you know. And if anybody else has any thoughts, feel free to put it in the chat. All right, let's continue on. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm all fuzzy here now. Okay, another thing that you can do, we were talking about earlier, like if you can't do rides or if you are looking for other things to do at the parks, they have a ton of parades, stage shows, and also Fantasmic is another good place that you can see the Disney princesses. So in the parades, like at Magic Kingdom, they have the Festival of Fantasy parade where you can see Anna and Elsa. There's Beauty and the Beast. There is, what other princesses? We have Tiana in the parade. So there are a lot of places that you can see princesses in show type settings. Also, we talked about at Hollywood Studios, there is the Beauty and the Beast show. There's the Frozen sing-along, so you can see Anna and Elsa. And in Fantasmic, they do have this one scene or portion of the show. It's my absolute favorite. They have these 3 pontoon boats that like float across during Fantasmic, and you can see Ariel, Belle, and Snow White. And I absolutely love that scene. It's just so fun. So you can see them. They're also in the Steamboat Willie, like the ship afterwards as it comes through. So there's a lot of places you can see the princesses. Love all of the other entertainment type things that you can do at the park. So it's nice to know where you can see the princesses in other settings. And all right, so Deuce, let's hear the Deuce review here. Food is mediocre, but you are paying for the princesses. FYI, Cinderella meets in the lobby for a photo. Good to know, Deuce. Thank you for sharing that. That's kind of what I've heard as well. So, and I think I really would like to go to Be Our Guest one of these days, but I've heard kind of the same thing. The food either isn't as good as it used to be, or it isn't as good as you would hope it would be. So just good things to know ahead of time. Doofs, don't use dining credits. It's 2-table service where each table service credit is valued at least $60. Oh, so you're paying $120 for dining. Pay cash instead. Good to know. Okay, good to know going into it. So if you have the dining plan, take this into consideration whenever you're planning out your meals or where to eat. So good to know. Thank you, Doofs. Have you guys been there before then? I can't remember if we talked about this before or not. Okay, we talked character dining. Another thing that you can find a lot more of at the parks now, especially since they're doing the Princess Week this week and they're like honoring it in the parks, they do have a lot of different princess themed treats that you can check out over in Magic Kingdom by, I think it's Storybook Treats or Storybook something. I still need to try something there. They usually have these like soft serve cones that you can get. They had a Snow White one. They've had a Dopey cone. They recently came out with this Rapunzel like Dole Whip type thing for the Princess Week, which is so fun. So if you have a favorite Disney princess and you want a little treat to, kind of commemorate your time and also have a little piece of your favorite Disney princess, you can of course try to look out for some fun treats that they have there. They had a whole list of like new treats that they had at Disney World for the Princess Week. So you can check that out if you're going this week at all, or if you're going in the future, keep an eye out for things like that, which I think is very fun. Okay, so for Be Our Guest, food is all French. So unless you like exotic French food, steer clear. Okay, good to know. Let's see. Kitty Kathy, for some reason you thought Snow White and Cinderella were married to Prince Charming, but was recently corrected. Glad it's a different person prince. And I think what is Snow White's, what is his name? I can't remember what his name is. It's not Prince Charming, is it? I know what you mean though, Kitty Kathy. I know how you could probably think that they're the same person, and I can't remember what the 2 different names are or if they're the same name, but they are 2 different people, which is good. Okay, Doof. So you've eaten at Cinderella, a couple of times. The only time it was worth it was, your honeymoon. Oh, that's awesome though. I'm glad you could at least go. I would like to go just to be in there and just to be in the castle. I think would be so cool, especially during the fireworks. Okay, quality has fallen off a cliff since 2002 though. We went a few years ago, totally not worth it. So good to know. That's kind of what I've heard from other people in Janelle as well. So good to know before you are planning your visits there. All right, and the last thing that we're going to talk about, princess theme, and if you guys have any other questions or comments, Disney related or any other theme park related, feel free to put them in the chat. But another thing you can do, Disney princess theme whenever you're going. Oh wait, let me just show you this really quick. As far as I don't know if our camera's going to focus or what, but look at this Rapunzel treat. Do you guys see it? I don't know if it's going to come through. I'm not quite sure what's going on with our camera today. But I don't know. There's this like Rapunzel treat and it has like flowers and things. It just looks so good. I would like to try it. I don't know if they're going to have it all the time or if it's just a special one for the Princess Week, but I think it would be so fun to try that. But the last thing we'll talk about are the princess themed rooms. So if you're thinking of staying on Disney property and you want a Disney or a princess theme room or kind of a princess vibe, there are different rooms that are themed different Disney princessy type themes. So if you're wanting something more Tiana vibe like, you could go to the Disney's Port Orleans Resort, the Riverside. I think these rooms were recently redone and they're kind of like Princess and the Frog theme. But also if you want a Ariel theme room, you can go to the Little Mermaid standard rooms that are at Disney's Art of Animation Resort. I would love to stay at Art of Animation sometime. I think it would be so fun. And another thing that you can do is stay at it's okay. Stay at some of the, Mandy is leaving for her event. You can stay at some of the Moana inspired rooms that are at the Polynesian Village Resort. These are also recently redone, which is nice too. So if you want a little piece of that in different Disney princess type themed rooms, you can check out some of those rooms there. I would love to stay at the Polynesian someday. I've gone over to visit the Doofs before when they were staying at the Port Orleans. I always get confused which sides they are, but I also would like to stay at the Art of Animation Resort sometime. I think it would just be so fun. So those are some things that you can do Disney princess themed whenever you go to Disney World. I love that they have all of these different offerings and things at the Disney parks, especially whenever it comes to the meet and greets. And we didn't even really talk about the rides that are not necessarily Disney princess themed, but if you have a favorite movie that has your favorite Disney princess in it, like we talked about the Frozen ride that is at Disney World. There's the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which you can see Snow White in the ride, which is so fun. So there are a lot of different rides and things that kind of give tribute to your favorite Disney princesses that you can kind of see them like that too. They do have an Ariel ride, so they do have a lot of different things Disney princess themed as far as rides go too. Okay, so Doofs, technically they are both Prince Charming, but recently the characters have been reconnected with, first names. Gotcha. Okay, this is good to know. We always appreciate your Disney knowledge, at least I do. So that is good to know for sure. So yeah, that is our chat tonight about Disney princess themed activities and experiences and characters that you can check out at Disney World. Like I said, I think it's so fun that this is something that you can do, especially if you have kids or if you have a favorite Disney princess. It's fun to be able to go and check them out at Disney World. Okay, so Snow White was married to, Prince Florian. Okay, good to know. Look at that. See, I need to like rewatch a lot of the older Disney movies too. Like I know Sleeping Beauty is one that I have seen before, but it's been so long. And same with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Like I need to watch that movie again. So that is our chat for tonight. Like I said earlier, if anybody is watching on the live or on the replay, that usually is here on the live stream. I apologize for the change in time, but I'm glad we can be here on the replay. And if you are new here, or if you're watching live still from our usual live streams, we are live every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Really appreciate you guys coming and watching on the stream. And if you're new here, nice to meet you. And thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And if you have any if you're headed to the parks and looking to check out any of the Disney princess themes things, feel free to put them in the chat. I love hearing about your upcoming trips and how they went. So be sure to let us know how that goes and everything. But thank you guys so much. We've got some more videos coming out this week, and we are gearing up for an upcoming Disney and Universal trip. So I'm very excited to bring you guys along on that. And we have a fun activity we're going to do Friday, which we will be sharing through a long form video and also a short as usual. So very excited to bring you guys along in all of that. Thanks so much for watching here on the live, on the replay, wherever you guys are watching from. And with that, we will see you guys in the next vlog, video, or live stream. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.